Welcome back to Dream Daddy. The last time we saw Robert, we did the classic dinner date movie, even with some drinks beforehand. So I'm not really sure what to expect from his second date, but seeing as the first one went so well, we're gonna send him another message and see what happens. I assume none of the dad book stuff changes between dates. I mean, I haven't... yeah, it looks exactly the same. So let's message him again and see what happens. Rude to ask people about the mysterious hand tattoos. I think Robert's the one with the weird hand tattoo, right? Which I haven't asked about. I remember asking or complimenting his jacket or his looks. One of them I steered clear of the tattoo conversation. I had a lot of fun with Robert the last time we hung out, but I'm beginning to wonder if he's dodging me. I've tried messaging him a few times and Dad Book says he hasn't even read them. Haven't even seen him come out of his house, actually. I decide to send him one last message, figuring that this will produce the same result. Hey man, don't know where you've been, but we should grab a drink soon. I walk away from my computer because at this point, I know he's not messaging me back anytime soon. I linger in the kitchen. I'm all caught up on work, the house is relatively clean. Maybe I should do something nice for Amanda. I'll bake her favourite pie. I root through the pantry and pull out all the ingredients. This is an old family recipe that I used to make with my grandmother when I was a kid. I lost the actual recipe card a long time ago, but I think I'll be able to remember how to bake it. I start mixing the ingredients together for the crust until I get a nice dough. I throw some cherries into a saucepan to make the filling. Normally I don't like to multitask in the kitchen, but this cherry pie is a piece of cake. Pie? It's a piece of pie. I'm making a pie. Oh man, I can never remember what temperature you're supposed to set the oven at. I'm pretty sure it's 375 degrees, but I could be wrong. Who am I kidding? I'm never wrong when it comes to this pie. My special twist on my grandma's recipe includes a secret ingredient that not even Amanda knows about. It really makes the cherries extra flavourful. God, why can't I remember what the secret ingredient is? I'm gonna go with not salt. More cherries, I don't think it would make it more flavourable, just denser. But almond extract is good with cherries. I know that. From experience, cherry and almond is one of my favourite food combinations. So we're going with almond extract. Oh, it's almond extract, duh. Oops, I accidentally poured a little too much in. Way too much in. I'm sure it's fine. Baking is an art, and some of the most beautiful art is made from mistakes. I finally get the pie in the oven. How long am I supposed to leave it in there? 50 minutes? I'll just wing it. Amanda's going to be so excited. That kid loves a good pie. I have a seat at the kitchen table and do word jumbles until Amanda comes home. I can hear the door slam open. Yo, Pops, what smells like pie in here? It's pie, sweetie. Amanda darts over to the oven and looks inside.
Hey!
Yes! Hey, it's not done. Be patient. What's your angle here? What? Pies are an objective-based confection. What are you trying to get out of me? Okay. Fine, you caught me. I don't think I have anything to talk to her about. So, I'm gonna not go with that. Nothing, that's just denial, so she's gonna think there's something, but we're not talking about it. But the joke is a good choice, I think. So, I'm leading a double life. Amanda, I have terrible news for you. I'm actually a pro skateboarder, an aspiring astronaut and bank robber. The lifestyle is calling me back and I must go. One last job. You know how it is. This pie was the only way I knew how to tell you. Well, I appreciated the years we spent together, but a trade-up is a trade-up. Remember me when you're kicking your feet up in Ibiza. Thanks for all the pie. We share a cordial handshake. I wait a few more minutes before taking the pie out of the oven. I set it on a rack to cool and guard it so Amanda doesn't dig into it before it's ready. Huh. What? Does it look kind of weird to you? Oh, that's just me taking artistic license on what cherry pie means to me emotionally. I'm just saying this because, it seems like you might have baked this pie incorrectly. And you're currently, right now, trying to pass it off as a good thing. It's art, sweetie. Was it art when you accidentally baked a whole uncracked egg into the centre of my 12th birthday cake? Well, was it art when you tried to make brownies and accidentally created chlorine gas? Well, that's a bit of an exaggeration. Was it art when you just eat the pie, Panda? I cut us a few slices and we sit down to eat. The cherry filling oozes out of the sides and the buttery crust glistens. I watch as Amanda takes a bite.
Oh.
What's wrong? Is it not good? Amanda winces and fans her mouth. No, I just burned the heck out of the roof of my mouth. This pie is amazing. Sorry for doubting you. I breathe a sigh of relief and take a bite. She's right. The pie is pretty incredible, as it always is. I'm really proud of you for making a pie without burning the new house down. I got a few dad tricks up my dad's sleeve.
Yeah.
Maybe fathers aren't as bumbling and stupid as the media make us out to be. Maybe we as a society should have a little more respect for fathers as a whole. Dad, your sleeve is on fire. I run to the sink and put myself out. Pride will be my undoing. Amanda and I clean up the kitchen and play a little more living room hoops before she retreats to her room to do homework. I go back to my word jumbles. Hey, this one spells cat. The rest of the evening trickles by. We eat dinner, I help Amanda with one of her scholarship applications, and we both start getting ready for bed. I decide to check Dad Book one last time before I climb into bed. Still nothing from Robert. I hope he's okay. I turn out the lights and lie down. Hey. Leaf. Hey, Leaf. Hey, I'm outside. Come outside. Ugh, what is that? I was just on the verge of falling asleep. I climb out of bed and try to identify the source of the dinging. My computer screen illuminates the dark room. I walk over to it, ready to turn it off, when I notice what's happening on screen. Don't make me honk. I will honk. Get out here. I look out my window and, sure enough, there's Robert leaning up against his pickup truck in my driveway. I open my door to try and figure out what's going on. Hey. Hey?
Hey.
Wanna hang? I was kind of sleeping. Well, that's no fun. Come hang out. I would argue that sleeping is very fun, but I don't have to be anywhere in the morning. Might as well live a little. Sure. Cool. You plan on going out like that? I look down and realise that I am, in fact, not wearing pants. I mean, I don't mind. Right. 1 second. I run inside and throw on my going out pants, shoes, and a jacket. I grab my keys and meet Robert back outside.
Hey.
Ready? Ready. Hop in. I jump into the passenger seat of his old red pickup truck. I have to move a few empty cigarette packets and gas station receipts out of the way before I can sit. Robert silently starts the car and we drive out of the cul-de-sac.
Hey.
The car meant to do that? I don't know. You like Tom Waits? I don't know who Tom Waits is. But I feel like if I say I don't know who Tom Waits is, he won't be impressed. So I'm going to go with the most accurate response and go, love Tom Waits, because that means I sound like I like him, but I'm not making any references to something that might be wrong, because as far as I know, Hoist That Rag is something, I'm assuming he's a singer, something he's sung, or it is not, and I'm not going to risk it. So love Tom Waits. I love hearts. Yes. Before I can answer, Robert turns up the radio. Yep, that's Tom Waits all right. He lights a cigarette and cracks the windows. We drive together in silence. So, where are we going? Robert doesn't respond. Robert? Oh, I heard you. He still doesn't answer my question. I look out the window and notice that Robert's taking us to the highway. I twiddle my thumbs. Well, whatever I've gotten myself into, it looks like I'm in it for the night. I settle into my seat and watch streetlights pass by. I glance over to Robert, who's driving intently. He looks tired, as he always does, but there's something a bit more there that I just can't place. I mean, are you okay? He's just messaged me in the middle of the night and invited me, out, and I haven't heard from him in a while, so I feel like are you okay is the best one to ask. Because say nothing just is going to get awkward. Are you okay?
Hey.
More hearts. Just peachy. Stop looking so nervous. I'm not nervous. I'm a little nervous.
Hey.
Just hang on, we're almost there. Almost where? I have no idea where we are. I think we're moving at a slight incline, but I'm not so sure. We eventually come to a stop. Robert gets out of the car and I sit for a second, unsure if he wants me to get out too. What are you waiting for? I hastily exit the car. Robert sits on the bed of his truck and pats the space next to him. I sit down and take in the view. We're on a hill overlooking the city skyline against the bay. The cool night air rustles some trees near us as lights blink in the distance. Off to the side, I can see an entrance to a dense forest. Man, it's all so gorgeous. This is where I come to masturbate. What?
Oh.
I'm kidding. What's wrong with you?
Hey.
This is my little spot where I come to think. It's nice. You can see the whole city from up here. Really gives you some perspective. Robert reaches behind him and pulls something out from under his jacket. It glints in the moonlight, and I suddenly realise what it is. Oh shit, that's a knife. Oh! Please don't stab me. Robert reaches into his pocket and pulls out a small piece of wood. Please don't stab me with that either.
Oh.
Robert takes a knife to the piece of wood and starts carving at it. Oh! I breathe a very audible sigh of relief as Robert looks at me sideways. Did you think I was going to stab you just now? What? No. Hate to break it to you, but I did, in fact, bring you out here to harvest your organs. I feel like a laugh will just be sort of scared, nervous laugh, but play along is better, I feel. It's more fun. Play along. Yeah, well, you think you caught me in your trap, but I knew. For years, I've been putting the most vile junk food in my body in preparation for this day. Don't tell Craig. Come at me, friend, and reap what you will. 2 steps ahead of you at all times. That's how I operate. Yes, I got some aubergines! Nothing gets past you, huh?
Hey.
Robert reaches into his pocket and pulls out a folding knife that he opens and hands to me.
Oh.
I'm gonna warn you, the last guy I had a knife fight with lost 3 fingers because he didn't know the 8 basic rules of knife fighting. You're familiar, correct? I honestly can't tell when you're kidding. I'm so many levels of irony deep that I've forgotten what humour is. He and I laugh.
Oh.
Have you ever whittled before? Considering I'm not a grandpa, no. What do you mean by that? Well, I just thought that you would have a block of wood shipped to you along with your first social security check. Leaf, I'll have you know that whittling is a time-honoured tradition enjoyed by both young and old alike. That you're dismissing it before you've even tried it speaks volumes about your character. However, because I've gotten to know you for some time and have come to think of us as friends, I'm willing to attribute it to ignorance instead of malice.
Oh?
What I'm trying to say is, go get that stick. Robert motions to a good-looking stick on the ground. Perfect for potential whittling. I pick it up. The most important thing to remember while whittling is to cut with the grain, not against it. If you cut against the grain, the wood is gonna splinter. Isn't the most important thing safety?
Oh. Oh?
No. Getting hurt comes with the territory. Look at my damn hands. I look at his damn hands. They're calloused and covered in little white scars. They're very nice hands. You can't make a stick omelette without breaking a few hand eggs. Ooh. Is it a minigame?
Knife that wood.
I'm gonna knife some wood. Okay. So, okay, that turn. Wait, okay. Right, okay, let's do some more whittling. I've made a steak for the vampires. What did he? I don't know what he said. It's definitely a sharp stick. Careful, don't poke yourself with that. I made a sharp stick. I'm so productive. Okay, doing some more whittling. Wonder what happens if I then like turn it this way. Oh. Tell me about this one. This is a... Well, it's a lolly stick. Or like, I was thinking nail file first. It's a lolly stick. But that's the same thing as a tongue depressor. Like, you use the same stick. Or is a tongue depressor what? I'm going with it. The first thing I thought of. Now all you need is to carve up some wooden juice, wooden fruit, and a wooden freezer. Wow. Oh. Do you think I'm just dropping them on the floor when I'm done? Like, whoop, done. Oh, a toothpick. I know this one. Oh. What's the story here? Something to make me look tougher. Well, it does help. And I don't think Leaf looks very tough, so let's go with that one. Something to make me look tougher. It's working. I think you could take me in a fight. Probably. I made a tough guy accessory! How many of these am I making? What is this one? It's... what is that? Oh. What's this? It's... I don't know what it is. I don't know. And that's just fine. Personal whittling progress. This is fun. I mean, as mini games go, of the ones I've played in this game so far, this is the most relaxing. Nice form. What's it supposed to be? Self-portrait. I don't know if it looks like Louisiana. I don't know what Louisiana's sort of is shaped like. It's you. That's mean. A self-portrait is funny, but it's you is a bit offensive. A self-portrait. Spitting image of you. Masterpiece. Okay. Let's turn the wood around and cut from the corner. I don't know how to whittle in real life. Ooh, it's a chopstick. Okay. I mean, oh, yeah, that's a chopstick. That's interesting. What do we have here? Wait, there are different types of chopsticks depending on what hand you use it in? Can you tell how often I use chopsticks? It's for both people. It's for everyone. It's a stick. Chopstick. Ambidextrous. I don't know how many more things it wants me to make. This is a big block. What's this all going to be? I'm making a lot of progress in one night doing this whittling. It's... I don't know what that is. If you keep this up, you'll be a whittling pro in no time. What? It's a new friend, I think. It doesn't look like a swan or a duck. It's a new friend. He's beautiful. I'm happy for you. Oh, what? Well, that looks like a swan. Or a duck. I didn't like that. I just saw like some sort of ox head with one horn. Alright, come on. What am I making now? Oh, something with 4 legs. Oh, a horse. Beautiful handiwork. What do you call it? That's Sir Horsington the Brave. That was Amanda's thing, right? Obviously. Something to the Brave. A brave and noble name for a brave and noble creature. Yeah, beautiful gift for Amanda. She's gonna love me.
There.
Robert and I sit in silence for a while, carving our pieces of wood. I think I'm getting the hang of this. It's actually kind of relaxing. I glance over to see what Robert's working on. He's carving a smaller wooden knife? Ah! While I'm distracted, the knife slices into my thumb. Blood gushes all over my little wooden carving. Oh, I hope it's not the horse. Robert is lost in carving and doesn't notice me bleeding everywhere. Robert still doesn't notice. Robert, I'm dying. I'm bleeding to death. Robert finally looks over. He reaches into his jacket again. Jesus, how much stuff does this guy keep in there? And pulls out a red bandana. He wraps it around my thumb. Hold tight. He hops off the trunk and I can hear him rummaging around in his car. He comes back a moment later with a well-stocked first aid kit. Robert carefully wipes all the blood off of my hand and swipes a bit of antiseptic onto the cut. With surprising gentleness, he places a bit of gauze on the wound and wraps it all up.
Mm-hmm.
You okay? Yeah, I'm good. He hands me what's left of the tube of antiseptic. Make sure to keep that cut clean. It's oddly touching and a little sexy. I guess I'm a real whittler now. That you are. Be careful though, they're attracted to the smell of blood. Wait, what? What's attracted to the smell of blood?
Oh?
Cryptids. Tons of them out here, you know. Cryptids, like Mothman and stuff. Mothman is bullshit, but yeah. This town's a hotbed for cryptozoological occurrences. You're joking? Oh, how I wish I were. I'm a skeptic myself. Or at least I thought I was. There are things in these woods that we can't possibly comprehend. I think about my entire time in this city. Aside from the occasional stray coyote, I don't think it's too bad. You ever hear of the Dover ghost? I don't think so. Well, let me tell you a story.
Hey.
I was out in the woods near here on a weekend camping trip with Betsy. You don't know Betsy, but she's a big pup. Ooh, creepy music. Pitbull, real intimidating. I feel safe around her. First night goes without incident. I get some solitude. Betsy gets to pee wherever she wants. All good stuff. Second day, I get the idea into my head that I can hike deeper into the woods. Probably against my better judgment, but hey, we're just having a fun camping trip, right? So me and Betsy start marching in the morning. Gets a little late and we set up camp, but it's different this night. Real quiet. I can't hear the birds, the crickets, squirrels, nothing. Dead silent. Then it happens. I hear the most unholy growl I've ever heard in my life, right outside my tent. Me and Betsy, we go to investigate. We look around the clearing, nobody's there. But there's this feeling. Not sure if I can quite describe it. I know someone, something, is watching us. Betsy, though, she's scared. Never seen her like that. And when she's scared, I know that I should be too. And then I see it in the distance. A man, but if something that didn't know what a man was supposed to look like made it. I missed the end of that sentence. It just looked wrong. Big. Arms too long for its body. Black eyes. It just stood there and stared at me. Then it disappears. I hear one yelp from Betsy and I turn around to check on her, but she's gone. Into thin air. I didn't sleep at all in my tent that night, and I don't think I've slept right since. Okay, ooh. That's terrible, because if that is what happened to his dog, it's really terrible. I mean, I think he's lying. Well, I don't know. Everything he said, like at the barbecue, he was like, oh, I did this terrible thing. I'm kidding. Or am I? You don't know. I'm gonna go, you're lying, I think. You're lying. Okay, you're full of shit. Oh! Yes. You think I'm lying? Robert pulls out his wallet and shows me a picture of a beautiful pit bull. Tell that to Betsy. They say that if you listen closely on quiet nights just like tonight, you can hear the howl of the Dover ghost. A howl resonates through the woods. It doesn't sound like a regular howl. It's so guttural. Even from far away, something about it makes my skin crawl.
Whoa.
Okay, Robert, real funny. I turn to look at Robert. He's white as a sheet. Oh, you're messing with me, right?
Huh?
I was messing with you up until literally just now. I totally made that camping story up. I strain my eyes to scan the forest line, trying to see where the howl originated from. Off in the distance, I see something. It's so far away, I can barely make out a shape. It looks human, but it's dragging something. Do you see that?
Oh?
We should go.
Huh?
Does the car is it supposed to do this? Anyway, Robert and I slowly back away and get into the truck. The trunk would be a really stupid idea. He turns off his headlights and we make a slow crawl away, back onto the road. I'm too scared to look back. What was that?
Uh-huh.
The Dover ghost, I guess. I chuckle nervously. This time he doesn't seem like he's messing with me. Or maybe someone illegally dumping garbage on a wildlife preserve? Yeah, that's the story we'll tell ourselves.
Huh?
We sit in silence for a little while longer, the fear of whatever that was slowly subsiding as we get closer to the city.
Hey.
Thanks for coming out. This was fun.
Huh.
I'm sorry I haven't been in touch. I've just been in a way lately. I had to get out of the house. Had to be around somebody. You doing okay, man?
Huh.
Robert thinks for a second and lights another cigarette.
Oh.
Been doing a lot of thinking. He takes a long drag. As I get older, I feel more and more that I'm just drowning in this sea of regret. I was so busy chasing after these things that I thought would make me happy that I didn't think about anyone else. All I cared about was myself. I didn't even think.
Oh.
Robert stops. I wait for him to finish his thought, but he just stares at the road. Maybe I'm just built like this.
Oh.
Or maybe I do it to myself. Maybe it's my own choice that I'm as unhappy as I am. I tried to think of something to say. I remember all of the times in my life when I've been sad, and there's a great many of them, but there was always a light at the end of the tunnel. Something I held on to that kept me going.
Hey.
But there's something so resigned about the way Robert's talking. I don't know. That sucks is just sound. That's like a I don't know what to say. So I'm just going to say something that I think will make you feel better. But like it doesn't really. Maybe we deserve to be eaten by the Dover ghost. Is it the time to joke? I mean, it might cheer Robert up. I don't know, I'm going with I'm glad you told me, I think. I'm glad you told me. It must have taken a lot for you to want to tell somebody about this. You're a mysterious guy, Robert. You don't have to be. Do you ever wish you were a better father? I think about it for a second. All the time. You can read all the parenting books you want, but nothing will ever prepare you for raising a child. There's so much stuff I regret or wish that I could have done better. But I don't have the answers. I don't know if anyone does.
Hey.
It's funny. I look at you and your relationship with your daughter and it seems perfect. It isn't. At least you're there for her. I stare out the window at the blur of passing trees. I just hope I'm a better father to my kid than my dad was to me. What did your dad do? It's more about what he didn't do. He was quiet, stoic. I don't think he ever once told me that he loved me. He cared more about his work than he ever did about me or my mom. Do you hate him? No. I used to, but after I became a parent, I just kind of feel bad for him. He missed out on my whole childhood. When I think about all of the happiest moments in my life, They're all with Amanda and Alex. I'm assuming that's the husband. He hasn't had a name before. And he just wasn't there. It hurt like hell when I had to leave him to die in that Belarusian prison.
Huh?
What? I turn and smile at him. No, he's retired in Florida with my mum. I go there every Christmas. We both break out into laughter. He pats me on the shoulder. We drive the rest of the way in silence, listening to the radio and watching the bright lights of the city grow bigger. Robert drops me off at my place. As I'm about to close the passenger door, I realise that I still have Robert's pocket knife in my jacket. I pull it out and offer it back to him. You hold on to that. Never know when you might need it. Night, Robert. Have a safe drive home. Robert smirks, then pulls away. He then immediately pulls into his driveway, which is one over from mine. He gets out and waves. I tiptoe into the house, careful not to wake Amanda up. Whoa, where'd you come from? I look around and spot Amanda coming out of the kitchen with a glass of water. I thought you were sleeping. Oh, Robert woke me up to go cryptid hunting? You know the Mothman is bullshit, right? Amanda, blank. You know what? It's fine. I think about the conversation I had with Robert in the car as Amanda starts walking towards her room. Hey, Amanda? She stops. I love you. It's weird when you say it outright and sincerely like that, but I love you too. Night. I chuckle to myself, then finally decide to go to bed. Robert's growing on me. Like, I wasn't sure what to think of him the first time, but I've really enjoyed both of his dates. Yes! I keep knocking the wire from my headphones. That was what that scream was. An S! That's great! I have actually really enjoyed both of his dates, which I wasn't expecting, to be honest. I didn't really know what to think about Robert, but they've been really nice. I guess it's dad book time? No? Oh! Are we having like an Amanda thing? Because I remember after Joseph's there was like when Amanda got into this university. I guess that's what's happening. Wow, it's been a while since we've had a scene with Amanda. Like a proper one. Well, it's been a long day. I'm just ready to pack it in. After a few bites of ice cream from the freezer, I turn off all the lights and walk down the hall to my room. I wonder if Amanda's still awake. That kid needs some sleep. As I pass her room, I can hear a faint sound, but can't quite make out what it is. I get a little closer. Is she crying? I knock gently on the door. Hey, Amanda. The crying immediately stops. Not right now. Her voice sounds strained. She sniffles. I need to make sure she's okay. I open the door. Aw, she looks so sad. In the dark, I can see Amanda's outline in the middle of her bed, knees hugged up against her body. Is everything okay? I want to talk about it. I'm going to ask her if something happened. And if she doesn't want to answer, then I can, hopefully then I can leave her alone. I think. Because you don't want to leave her straight away. Because that just looks like, if I was crying and one of my parents came in and sort of just looked at me and left, that would make me feel so much worse. Did something happen? No, nothing happened. Go away. And now you leave. Because asking again if they don't want to talk about it, that just makes it worse as well. Alright, I'll leave you be. I back out of the room and close the door gently behind me. She immediately starts crying again. Wow, I've no idea what has her so upset. She seemed totally normal. I feel awful just leaving her to cry, but I also get the feeling that if I tried to do anything else, it would only have made her more upset. That's what I said. Yeah. I can't stop mentally cycling through all sorts of awful things she could be dealing with right now. More than anything, I just want her to be happy and safe. I have a hard time falling asleep, but when I finally do, I'm still thinking about Amanda. After a long night of very little sleep, I roll out of bed and make myself a pot of coffee. Amanda should be up for school soon. Maybe she'll be willing to talk about whatever's bothering her. About 10 minutes before she's supposed to leave, Amanda comes out of her room and makes a beeline for the freezer. Morning, Amanda. Morning. She drops a frozen waffle into the toaster and slams the freezer door. She won't look at me. Yikes. So, anything big going on at school today? No. Okay. Do you need a ride to school? No. Want some coffee? Amanda pulls the toaster lever up and takes a still freezer-burned waffle out before it's finished cooking. I have to go. Amanda picks up her bag and storms out. That was really loud. Oh, okay. I haven't seen her act like this in a long time. It's usually short-lived, but it always hurts. Hopefully this blows over and things are back to normal soon. I sit back at the kitchen table and look at a picture of Amanda and I hanging on a wall. In it, I'm teaching her to ride a bike. Her face is a mixture of excitement and pure, unadulterated fear. I remember how determined she was. Every time she would fall off and scrape her knees, she would get up and try it again. Finally, I had to stop her because she was bleeding everywhere. Then she started to cry because she didn't think she needed bandages and wanted to keep trying. As I put the bike away, she just stood in the middle of the street and screamed. Then I took her for ice cream and it was like nothing even happened. After giving it a bit of thought, I decided that if I force her to talk about it, I'm only going to make things worse. But I have an idea. I start rummaging around for ingredients. I hear Amanda walk in the door. Instead of heading for the kitchen like she usually does, she makes a beeline to her room. She's clearly trying to avoid me. Hey, Pumpkin? What? Can you come here for a sec? There's a moment of silence. Yeah. I wanted to say sorry about last night. I'm just worried about you, kiddo. I get scared when I know something's wrong, and I get even more scared when I feel like I can't do anything about it. Dad, So just... whatever it is, and you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but whatever it is, just know that you have a dad in your corner who wants you to be happy.
Oh, no.
Honey, you know I'm bad with words, so I was hoping I could speak a language we both understand. I pull a cake out of the refrigerator and place it on the table. Hopefully the frosting has set by now. Ta-da! Dad! It took me... oh, that's so cute! That would really cheer me up. It took me a really long time because I ran out of red frosting somewhere around sad and had to start over and... This is beautiful. It's strawberry. Amanda gives me a big old hug. I grab some plates and forks and serve us up some delicious cake. So, it's really stupid. What is? This whole thing. I know I've been really weird lately and there's just... I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like I might have to make you a chart. I'm listening. Do you want me to take notes? I guess I should start from the top. So you know how Emma R's going to that fancy art school in California, right? Emma R. Oh, what? I have no idea. She's not the one who puked and dead got me on. That's Amanda. I remember that. But there's Emma R and there's Emma P. And I don't know which one the best friend is and which the other one is. I'm gonna go with best friend, I think. It's a 50-50 chance, right? Best friend. Oh, yes! Okay, that's good. I'm a good dad. You got it. Wow, proud of you. Anyways, ever since she got the acceptance letter, I've been feeling like she's drifting away, you know? And she's been spending a lot more time with Grace and Emma P. I just thought it was was on my head for a while, but then I found out from Rosie M that both of the Emmas, Grace and Noah, all went to a party at Mackenzie F's on the same night they all told me they were busy studying for the Calc AB final. Yikes. So, another important piece of information is, God, this is embarrassing. I, have a crush on Noah, and, that's the thing. What? Whoa, I had no idea. I definitely didn't know that. Okay. You're a bad liar. So are you. I learned from the worst. Anyway, so the only person I told about that crush was Emma R. And she promised not to tell anybody. I didn't confront them about the party thing because I didn't want to start drama, so I just keep quiet and keep going about my business. Amanda sighs. And then one day I invite everybody out to get nachos at the mall, and after not texting me back for like 2 hours, even though none of them ever put their phones down for more than 60 seconds, they all say they're busy, like, simultaneously. So I tell them, never mind, I'll just eat nachos at home, right? But we were out of chips and I really, really wanted nachos. Totally understandable.
Ugh.
So I go to the mall anyway. I get the food court and who do I see there but Grace, Emma P, Emma R, and Noah, all hanging out together and eating nachos without me. What? It gets better. I'm standing by the escalators watching them and I realise that Noah has his arm around Emma R, which is kind of weird, right? But then they kiss. No. Yes, I know. So I storm over there and I'm like, hey. And Grace drops a nacho on her shirt because of course she does. And Emma R just like glares at me. Grace. Nothing is coming up. I don't know who that is. Grace is the... Probably not that one. The gossipy one? I don't know. If I don't know who she is, that one. Okay, there you go. That's good. I know. I kind of feel like Amanda would have agreed with the boring one as well, because she's not exactly feeling particularly charitable towards Grace at the moment.
Oh.
Grace is the one nobody really likes. Alright, guess that's me now. But anyway, nobody will say anything, and I'm just like, you guys suck, which I realise is not the most eloquent thing to say, but I was very angry and really embarrassed, and I just wanted to get out of there. So I left, without nachos, might I add, which only further contributed to this shitty day, and immediately drafted a super long text to the group chat asking them why they've been so weird. And I wrote another one to Emma R asking how long the Noah thing's been going on, and... Sorry, I know that's a lot. Are you still following? Oh, I have to still be following. Yeah, no, I know what's going on. It's terrible and really upsetting. Like, that would make me really sad as well. What did Emma R say? Oh, okay, get a load of this. Emma R says, you know what, let me just read it to you. Amanda pulls out her phone and reads, word for word, an arduously long string of text messages. Can you believe that? No. I cannot believe that. I care so much about Amanda's social life. Sorry. And well-being, but man, do I not understand what she's talking about. This is all beyond me, but I'm trying my hardest to be supportive. They were dating in secret for like months. So I told her that she's been a really terrible friend, and she's like, well, if you think I'm so terrible, then just stop being my friend. And I was like, okay. And then she left me on read. And then, wait, left me on read? What does that mean? Oh, like, she saw my message and didn't reply. And I know because there are read receipts. I don't know what read receipts are, but I'm just going to nod and pretend I understand. Gotcha. So while this is all happening, I'm talking to Emma P about how mad I am because she's at least being kind of reasonable, and I'm venting to her about how pissed I am at everybody and stuff. And then out of nowhere, Noah texts me and is like, how could you say that about me? And I'm like, say what about you? And he tells me that Emma P sent screenshots of everything I told her to the group chat that I got kicked out of. All right, I think you lost me at screenshots, but that definitely sounds bad. This is so much more, but honestly, it's all just really stupid teenager stuff. The bottom line is that everybody dropped me, half of my grade hates me, and now I have no friends. Amanda, I'm so sorry. I always expected it from everybody else, but...
Oh.
I'm not husband there since Dad died. I can't believe she would just stab me in the back like that. I'm not even that mad that she's dating Noah. I'm just upset that she lied to me about it for so long. Amanda stabs at the remnants of her cake. Okay, I take it back. I'm kind of mad that she's dating Noah. Which is fair enough, because you told her you liked him first. Like, what did I do wrong? Why did everyone just suddenly decide I'm not cool anymore? Why wasn't I enough? I don't understand. And as mad as I am at everybody, like, I miss them. Dad. Amanda looks so dejected that I almost can't take it. What could I possibly say to help? Anyways, that's it. That's the whole sordid tale. Thanks for listening. Tune in next week for more hot gossip. Wow. I know it's pretty dumb. It's not dumb, though. At all. It's not dumb. No, it's a stupid thing to be upset over. Amanda, your feelings are real. Don't ever be mad at yourself for having feelings. I guess. Unless you've secretly been a robot who's been approximating human feelings this whole time. Dad, if I was a robot, I would have transformed into a monster truck a long, long time ago. But seriously, I know you probably don't want advice, but I feel like it's my duty as a dad to bestow upon you a few nuggets of fatherly wisdom. High school sucks is not helpful. And very generic. Not all friendships last forever. I don't think that would help. Because you always kind of feel like, yes, not all friendships last forever, but my friendships will last forever. And it doesn't help us, even when, like, all this stuff is going on. But real friends, I mean, that's true. Real friends don't do that. And it's hard because it's someone she's been friends with for so long, but they don't. When you get older, you start realizing the sort of people you want to associate yourself with. Do you really want to surround yourself with people who would do something like that to their friend? It takes a lot of work to find and maintain meaningful friendships. It took me a long time to figure that out myself, and I wish I had learned it sooner. If the other person isn't putting the effort in to show you how much they care, it's not worth it. You're not beholden to being their friend. Ultimately, I think this says way more about their character than it does about yours. Because you're amazing. And if they can't see that, well, that's their problem. I'll keep that in mind. I look down at the table. Did we just eat that whole cake? Yes, we did just eat that whole cake. Well, good talk. Amanda gets up to go to her room. Before she closes her door, she turns around. Hey, Pops? Yes? Thank you. You are always welcome. I love you, Amanda.
I love you too, Dad.
She said it for me, so I'm not going to read it again. I love Amanda so much. I do feel like she's now my daughter. I don't know. They do a very good job of making you attached to the characters, especially to the character of Amanda really quickly, which I'm really impressed by. But I actually really need to stop playing now. I've got somewhere that I should have left to get to about 5 minutes ago, and I didn't because I was in the middle of a serious conversation. So we'll leave it there for now, and next time we will go on a second date with Brian and we will go fishing. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.